So as many people keep watching Avengers Infinity War and start going back to some of the previous entries, they keep finding more and more details and little hidden clues to exactly what might be coming down the road. This latest article actually points to a user on Reddit, Modification102, who believes he's found something pretty significant in Avengers Age of Ultron. So essentially he talks about Vision, specifically what he's talking about when he's referencing certain things that he's seen. And there is a line where Vision says, and I quote, "I've had a vision, a whirlpool that sucks in all hope and life, and at its center is this," as he points to the Mind Stone. Now obviously the more you think about this, you start to notice the exact connection of what he's talking about. Thanos emerges to Wakanda through a wormhole created by the Space Stone. The Space Stone just so happens to be what is in the center of the Infinity Gauntlet. So more or less Vision was kind of talking about what exactly is coming. Something that when the Mind Stone is taken from him right at the end and put into the center, it activates everything else and it sucks out all hope of life. So yeah, Age of Ultron really got us ready for the ending of Avengers Infinity War. Now whether this is a coincidence or not, who really knows, but it just so happens that it lines up so nicely that you really have to think about it and kind of wonder, was this the plan all along? Or is this something that just kind of happens by accident? They were like, oh, I guess that's a good way to go. Because Joss Whedon, directed Age of Ultron so many years ago, and he was never even really in the running for Infinity War or anything. So they were looking in completely different directions. Maybe the Russo brothers had an idea and they wanted to try to tie everything together. And that's honestly pretty awesome that this is something that probably is there, for better or for worse, to kind of layer on that Marvel and, retconning type of layers on top of one another to kind of give you a little bit more depth as you rewatch these movies. Like, you go back and watch Iron Man 2, knowing what happens with Hydra and a few things and a few lines of dialogue and some characters, and that movie surprisingly gets somewhat better.